Yeah.
During the third millennia, in a strange place known as the United States of America, a war was brewing. Brainwashed Marxist idiots in colleges across the nation clashed with equally brainwashed, anime-obsessed neo-Nazis. Starbucks windows were shattered, Dodge Challengers were totaled, and Muslims realized that rental vans were cheaper than plane tickets. Skinny, anemic millennials from coast to coast were hospitalized with life-changing injuries such as sprains and first-degree burns. And the heroic knights of 4chan rose up to defeat Shia LaBeouf and drive the evil villain into a descent towards a madness the likes from which he would never recover.
No, easy, hold on.
As the enemies of freedom destroy the cities that raised them. As America begins to resemble an Iron Maiden album come to life, two heroes have risen up to fight against the culture of utter madness and restore sanity the only way they know how.
What the fuck?
By refusing to take any of it seriously. Mersh.
Buzzin', what is
Sure.
up with Tarantino, man?
What?
What happened to him?
People say I got a real twisted sense of humor.
He looks like he should be on the back of a $10 bill.
Oh my God.
Royce Lopez.
I don't know what it is about him.
Hola, me llamo Royce.
Maybe I'm sick of hearing about him.
Yeah, I don't like hot ham.
Maybe it's his face. He's a punchable face.
You wouldn't download a pig, would you?
He's done nothing to me. He's probably a nice guy.
I don't care.
I don't know what it is about the guy.
Big Cranberry has been lying to you.
Bound forever by their mutual love of smoking marijuana, Simpsons references and affection towards Alex Jones, these two men have joined forces to bring you uncut news and opinions directly from the belly of the beast.
He looks like he should be flying a kite with a fucking key on it.
Brendan says he hasn't been able to use the N-word for a while. That's the source of his youth.
Saving Western civilization one childish dick joke at a time. Here they are, your new heroes of the Imperium, Mersh and Royce.
What up? Hi, everybody. It's Revenge of the Sis. It's Tuesday, and hi.
You know what's fun, Mersh? Paying unemployment for some unemployment we're never going to be collecting ourselves because we're not going to fire ourselves. That's fun. That's a fun little trick of being a business owner.
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
So,
brother.
by the way, poor people, at least in Florida, you're welcome, okay? You're welcome, okay? We're subsidizing your stupid lifestyles.
Which is fun.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah. Guys, I want to apologize right up front. Virgie showed up fucking drunk. So
Yeah. So
I'm fucking hammered, bro. I'm so drunk right now.
at least he's being honest about it.
Finally.
And I figured out why during the intro, Virgie. I just realized the reason he's drinking is because 4chan is down. 4chan was hacked. 4chan.
Yeah, no, dude, it's like where I get all my opinion from, and now I don't know what to think, so I'm just drinking to
Your opinion from.
Yeah,
I love
your
you.
opinions from. Yeah. Hey, did you see, though, for real, in that 4chan hack, there were a lot of the moderators had .edu and .gov email accounts?
Yeah.
Which, by the
Yep.
way, if you're going to do an op, right, let's say you're a government employee, right, if you're going to infiltrate a site, which, by the way, 4chan's been infiltrated like 10, 15 years. But let's say.
yeah,
whatever.
exactly. It's a honeypot.
Everybody knows. But unless you're retarded, everybody knows. But if listen, if this is why I hate the government, and it's not so much that they infiltrated 4chan. We knew they do that to every website. We saw that with Twitter stuff. But what bugs me, right, is if you're going to infiltrate the site, you can't make a burner Yahoo account. You're going to use your
No,
.gov.
dude, no hotmails. No hotmails here.
Yeah.
EDUs.
You can't
EDUs
get a hush
everywhere.
mail account.
I'm
you
not even.
fucking
I'm not
retard.
even going to use VPN. You know I'm in Langley.
No
bitch.
Proton mails.
Come on. You know I'm in Arlington and Langley, homie. You know where I roll.
I thought that everyone knew the most fun part about 4chan was shit posting government employees. I thought that's what everybody was there
By the way,
for.
Cut the Grass pointed out they're looking at the IPs. All the Pajit posting was Israeli IPs. That's another fun thing that we learned.
Yep.
So Israelis are making fun of Indians.
Well, because Israelis know that Indians are the best distraction from how much we hate them. You know?
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I still, even without that, I still do hate Indians more.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But they know that.
Yeah.
They're not making us hate Indian more. They
They're
know
just
we hate
pointing
Indians
it out.
more.
They're pointing it
so
out.
every time we're like, this fucking, I'm telling you what's going on in Gaza, it's disgusting. Like, yeah, but what about these filthy street shitters? And
then-
we're like, oh, I hate them the most.
They scammed my grandma out of $2,000. I'm actually more mad at the
Yeah,
Indians.
Jews are slick, bro. They're like, hey, yeah, what about those fucking Pageets, though? And you're like, oh, I hate those motherfuckers.
Those guys suck.
I don't like Israel, but Indians are here.
Look, they use toilets. Okay?
At least Israel doesn't smell.
Good point. That's exactly what was happening on 4chan.
There's
That's-
not rivers of shit flowing through Jerusalem right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the problem is from the river to the sea in India, it's just shit. It's just shit on both sides.
No, it's a real river. Actually, we have all the water replaced with Poland Spring. It's true. Fact.
Are you that black lady that went to
Yes. I'm feeling very
that
discriminated.
you know that Pessy, that short you made, Pessy made a short of us talking about her. And by the way, we were just being funny. It got community guidelined on TikTok. Out of all places, it got community guidelined on TikTok. Yeah.
Weird.
Not YouTube, though. I want to thank you. By the way, look, I said a lot of bad stuff about YouTube, but now that Daywave is a monetized YouTube channel, I just want to say that, man, everything's cool. Like, everything's kind of cool. We never had a problem to begin with.
Nightwave back.
I don't know what to tell you, man. I know Daywave's cool. Daywave's one of the cool
I don't know,
people.
man. Be more ad friendly.
Have you tried? Yeah, you know what? Thank you, Virgie. You know
Ad
what?
friendly. It won't even give me a channel.
I know, because you're so mean.
Yeah, dude. You're so unad friendly.
I know people inside now that I'm an insider for YouTube, and I can tell you one thing. The one thing they call you, look at your channel, Marsh, they call you a meanie head.
Yeah.
And that's actually like labeled on your account. You're a meanie head.
Cool.
Everyone knows that.
Fucking hate this.
We've been scanning ahead.
Shut up, Virgie. You're drunk.
Yeah, dude. I'm super hammered.
Yeah, good. Shut up.
We've been scanning. I've had over 100 people working around the clock to scan the paper around RFK, Senator Robert F. Kennedy's assassination, as well as Martin Luther King Jr.'s assassination.
I don't care. First off, I don't care about Martin Luther King. So yeah, I don't give a shit. That one doesn't really affect me because it was just the FBI killing the FBI, and that's awesome. So I don't really care. But yeah, the JFK stuff, I do really want to know, and not because I'm like, dude, we finally took him down. It's just been so long, and so many movies have been made, and it's always been the conspiracy that I just kind of want to know. You know,
We want to wrap this one up.
Yeah.
Because we still got to get to 9/11 and all the other stuff.
You saw Tucker. Jesus Christ, you saw Tucker's episode yesterday? Full 9/11.
What was Tucker's episode?
Full 9/11. What happened to Building 7? Former senator who was a fireman. Our government did it. That was the episode yesterday. That was I watched the whole thing. Fucking wild. So I don't know if anything's going to come out of it. Probably not. Nothing ever does. But they were pointing out how this guy was a fucking senator going like, they told me that bin Laden was in Iran. We knew where he was. And then we were still going to Afghanistan.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But whatever. It's just a senator that was on the Armed Services Commission, by the way.
Yeah, what does he know?
Yeah.
Nation. These have been sitting in boxes.
You know what happened when he came out and he went against it? They raided his daughter for corruption.
Good.
And he won every other election with a landslide. They primaried him and he lost. It was so fucking
Weird.
dark. Like, it was super dark. And by the way, nothing ever came of his daughter thing. No, all charges were dropped.
No, of course.
They didn't want him to win.
It's just enough to fuck you during an election.
Yeah, it was crazy. I was watching this clip and I'm like, what the is this for real? And it's like, again, it's one thing if you have like, crazy guy, but it's like an actual somebody in armed services could be like, they fucked my life up, Let me see here. See if I have I did have a clip of it. Here you go. This guy is also a firefighter. Here you go.
They all told me the same story, and they rolled out the charts that I just showed you. Those charts I will make public now because they're not classified. I showed them when I testified before the Senate
Okay,
hearing.
well then you didn't make them public. They're not classified. That's retarded. I'm sorry.
You're drunk. Shut up.
Is there anything more fun than than aggressive old man, like aggressive talking old man? We had all the documents. We're telling him that all the time. Like, all right, calm down,
No,
sir.
no, no. This you should see. This guy's the most heated guy I've ever seen.
September, as I've done many times. Tony, you have the original version of the book, right? Yes, here it is, Congressman. You have the redacted version, right? Yes, here it is. What did they want out of your book that was so sensitive? What secret information were you giving, Tony? What classified information did your boss not see? He said, Congressman, the only thing they wanted out of my book was the fact that I named Zelikow and that I had briefed him in advance. That, Tucker...
Oh, and he said, I'm a firefighter. I have this information. I would like to speak in front of the 9/11 Commission. They told him no. You can't. You're not allowed.
It's treason.
The only firefighter that's not
Yes,
allowed?
exactly. He wasn't allowed.
18 or 20, we met for breakfast every week in the members' dining room in the Capitol, and they would feed me raw data. They would feed me raw data, then I would go to the classified briefings using that raw data, and I would ask questions of the CIA in front of the entire committee, and in many cases, I was the acting chairman because the chairman wasn't there. So here I am, the acting chairman of the entire Committee of Armed Services that fully embarrassed the intelligence agents.
This guy sounds like a crazy conspiracy guy. How would he have any information about what might have happened?
How would you have
The guy's
anything?
sitting Armed Services Commission, and they fucking... I never knew about this. Like, this is a new story, and I looked it up, and they really did fuck this dude's life up. He won every one of his other elections by a landslide.
And I'll get into that.
I
when we
mean, I
talk
get what
about-
you're saying, right?
Yeah.
But has he tried not challenging the status quo? Because that's not...
That'll, every time, that'll fuck you up.
Maybe next time stay out of the military-industrial complex's way, you fucking numbnuts.
Okay, here's the Bin Laden part. 1923 is here. It is. Here it is.
I have information that bin Laden's in Ladiz. This is their response to me. Mr. Chairman, we've heard similar reports. We can either confirm or deny them. I was in shock.
That he's in
I was in
Iran.
shock. We're sending kids to die in Afghanistan, and we can't confirm or deny whether or not bin Laden's in Ladiz? 3 months go by. I'm still supporting the president. My intel team comes back to me and say, Kurt, he's being treated at a military hospital outside of Tehran.
Bin Laden was being treated at a military hospital in
Yes.
Iran.
I absolutely believe that.
I 100% believe that.
I go back to the classified briefing and I ask the question in front of the full committee. And the answer from the CIA is, Mr. Chairman, we've heard similar reports. We can either confirm or deny that bin Laden is being treated at a military hospital outside of Tehran while we're sending kids to die in Afghanistan. I said, this is outrageous. And then, Tucker, I get a call from Jack Murtha, the most respected Democrat in the House, former Marine, who I work with closely. And he says to me, I want you to meet with Ron Klink, Democrat from Pittsburgh. And Ron Klink's still alive. He'll verify this, Tucker. Jack's dead, but Ron's alive. He said Jack has a person who used to work for the agency. That is
He also pointed something else out. They fucked him so hard. This is the funniest part. He goes, everybody around me is a multimillionaire. He goes, I'm still paying my mortgage, and I'm 73. They fucked this guy up for this shit.
Information about Iran.
And you know what's crazy? Back then, I can remember making fun of the loose change people. I'm
Oh,
sure
yeah,
you
they
did
were all...
too.
I'm like, we got to go nuke this place. We got to get these people.
Man,
Get out of our way.
Fucking so stupid.
And you investigate this kind of stuff, Kurt. Will you meet with him? I said, sure. Ron Klink comes to my office and brings this very tall man who's a former person from the Swedish area, but he's a U.S. citizen. And I said, how can I help you? You know, Congressman Murtha asked me to help. Ron Klink wants me to help. He said, Congressman, I want you to help me get into Iran. I said, why do you want to go to Iran? He said, that's where bin Laden is.
3 people now, you'll see, have confirmed that he was there.
I said, why would you tell me that bin Laden's in Iran? He said, I was a knock for the agency. Do you know what a knock is?
Yeah, non-official cover.
That's right. He said, I was a knock for the agency, and I worked that area. And my friends are seeing bin Laden in Iran.
And by the way, hard to miss. Super tall guy.
What, you mean the fucking 6'5" guy who's on dialysis?
Yeah, that guy.
You help me get to Tehran, I'll leave my identity there. I'll get a piece of him, dead or alive, and I'll bring it back.
There was a $25 million bounty on him at the time.
At the time, there was a $25 million reward for bin Laden. I said, I can't help you right now because I'm in a battle over this follow-up to 9/11. Then I get another call, Tucker. from the Interior Department, totally separate. They want to bring in their top bird man, their bird expert.
Charlie Kelly?
Charlie Kelly's coming in. He knows bird law. He knows bird law.
I didn't think that was unusual because I was the Republican.
Okay, to break it down, because he rambles for a bit. What he means
This guy?
is all these Middle Eastern rich. Yeah, I know. all these.
No way.
All these rich Middle Easterners are into like that falconry shit where they all have birds like falcons.
Okay.
And this guy is a falconing guy, and he's like, I know what Bin Laden's birds look like. They're in Iran. He's there with his fucking
This
birds.
is getting so autistic.
It's crazy. I know. And then they confirmed they were his birds. He was in Iran the whole fucking time. That's so great.
That sounds like a History Channel special, like The Search for Bin Laden's Birds.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
It's a bomb.
It's a bomb.
I'm in Iran.
Infidel. Infidel.
It's a caliphate.
Glass Israel. Glass Israel.
Stone the woman.
It would be even funnier if they actually, like, the bird was overhearing phone calls with the Americans giving them orders.
That'd be funny.
So it'd be like, okay, George. Okay, George.
More like Dick.
That's true.
Senator Blumenthal, if you're ready, I'll turn it over to you.
Thanks very much, Mr. Chairman. In order to operate in China, the Communist Party
This is a whistleblower, by the way, a fucking Facebook whistleblower.
requires American companies to register with authorities and host servers inside the country. And I think it's pretty well known that Chinese law requires that security services are allowed access to any data.
Kind of like, hold on, I hear you, bud, and that sounds dystopian, but kind of like you guys were requiring Facebook and Twitter.
Yeah, I
and
mean,
you guys
you're
do that to
doing
us.
all of this
You
stuff.
do it to us, though.
Hosted within the country. Did any...
Bud, you hear that time China went and forced all their banks to give them the location of people that are around a certain area? Oh, no, that was you guys, and that was 1-6. Shut the fuck up, though.
Well, to be fair, it's a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
That's true.
A little bit of both.
Both are true.
Yeah, both are true. But we got to stop acting like we're so much better than China because
We're
we
not.
just do the same shit. China does scummy shit. We also do scummy shit.
Yeah.
Any of Facebook's security...
Hey, that's not fair. Remember that one time where like all of the phone data was going through like a server in China where it was all being fucking cataloged and backlogged so that every person in China. Oh wait, no, that was the NSA with AT&T. Never mind.
Yeah, well, remember AT&T?
Team or its engineers raised...
Remember that weird bombing on Christmas that we never talked about again?
What bombing?
Exactly.
Concerns to management about Americans' private information being exposed to Chinese spying.
Listen,
Yes,
I
Senator.
get it, but you're a very sleepy old man. You're killing me. Can we get somebody better to ask?
What's up with the guy behind her?
He's cool.
Did.
That's actor Neil McDonough. He's always playing bad guys.
Oh, okay.
How do they do that?
They documented their concern in a number of ways. They noted that this would happen, that the Chinese would get access to the data, and they also noted their concern in other discussions and other documentation, saying, my red line as a security engineer is to not be comfortable with this, but my red line is not Mark Zuckerberg's red line.
No, he's cool now. He does MMA. What are you even talking about? He surfs.
He's a surfing dude.
That's pretty cool.
He's got the broccoli hair.
Yeah,
now.
man, he's
bro.
awesome, dude. Yeah, he does MMA. He was on Rogan. He's a pretty cool guy.
He's straight
Yeah,
bossing.
dude.
Yeah.
He's a bow hunter. He doesn't know what kind of bow he has, but he's a bow hunter.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what kind of bow he has, and it costs like $11,000.
He did a song with T-Pain, dude.
You know?
He's saying bitches ain't shit.
With
the Ben
T-Pain.
Folds 5 version.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Zuckerberg's one of those guys that would own the kind of guitars that would enrage Virgie. Like Virgie would be like,
Yes,
he
dude.
doesn't even know what he has.
Zuckerberg is a guy who just started watching Workaholics and wants to talk about it.
Okay, I can't beat that. I'm just
Zuckerberg's a guy that has like a $30,000 guitar, but it's actually just sitting on the floor, like leaned against the wall.
Dude, he has
not in tune.
No.
He has a Paul Reed Smith private stock with a capo on it.
Don't know what any of that means, dude, but I'm assuming
That
it's
sounded like
expensive.
pasta.
Yeah, but like the 4 people that do laughed really hard at that joke.
Yeah, the 4 people that do, I wish would stop listening.
Just
to
stop
the
listening
show.
to the show.
Yeah, the 4 people that do also want to commit
Maybe you can explain what you mean by that.
The engineer was saying that they were not comfortable with the way the China project was structured that would allow the Chinese Communist Party to potentially access American citizens' data. But in saying that, they noted that, that's a red line for me as a security engineer. That's not Mark Zuckerberg's red line.
Did you sense he had any red line?
Not making money. He really, when we were not making money, he did not like that very much. When we're making money, it's not less of a red line.
I just looked in chat and Clorox Jello Shots goes, I'm one of the 4 and I want to die.
Yeah. Good. See, I'm glad.
Did not.
If he did, you don't know what it was.
I don't.
If you have more information related to these spying risks, would you be willing to share it with the committee?
I would, Senator.
And Mark Zuckerberg
He's a gay
was
guy, right?
knowledgeable about the planning. And do you know whether he was knowledgeable about the risks as well?
My understanding is that the risk is the hardest part of the plan.
The risk is the hardest
Waiting is the
part.
hardest part. I'd kill you if I had my gun. So Mark Zuckerberg's a piece of shit. I mean, basically. You know what? The tariffs are going to affect coffee lovers, Merch. You didn't think about that, did you?
This is CBS News Miami.
Off the top at 5:30, a bitter price hike coming to coffee shops near you. That's as owners in the U.S. brace for tariffs impacting coffee beans imported from around the world.
Oh, make coffee at home.
Yeah. There's American coffee beans. I don't really care.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Naja Sherman.
She's hot.
I'm Jim Barry. It is a
Now,
huge...
can I just say, not only is she hot, but like, she has a new banging ass outfit on every time we see her.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
part, of course, of South Florida's culture, and as one local shop tells CBS's Mike Scouten, it's getting harder for them to keep customers from footing that bill.
With so many of us enjoying that daily cup of coffee, here's something to think about. Remember, coffee's not...
Hey, why are the guys working there wearing short shorts?
Because it's sexy.
Where is this place? What is this
It's
place?
Hot Boy Summer or whatever.
Hey, what gay coffee place did you go to
Yeah,
in
this is
Cooper
a
City,
gay-
bro?
Was this all just an excuse to go to the gay coffee shop?
Yeah. Why did you?
It's
why
called Wieners and Beans with a Z.
grown in the United States. That means it's all imported from other...
No, they are gay. Those are gay guys. They're walking like gay guys. What is
Yeah.
up? What gay coffee always stoked in Cooper City? Let me look this place up.
The way he held those drinks is very, very gay.
Cooper City, Florida.
Ooh, Cooper
Cali Coffee? I think is the name of this.
countries, so it could be vulnerable to those tariffs.
Yeah, I found it. Cali Coffee.
All right, I got you. Lining up to get their daily fix of caffeine, Emily Vidal loves her coffee.
I drink maybe in a day like 3 cups of coffee.
That's not a crazy amount.
No,
That's
I mean, it's a lot, but it's not nuts.
You have like 2 in the morning and maybe 1 later in the afternoon. That's not that bad.
If you work crazy hours, 3 coffees is 3
Yeah, it's
coffees.
With tariffs, her drink of choice will get more expensive.
I think it's gonna go up and it's not gonna be good.
We go through about 350 pounds of coffee at this store per week.
Craig Avera
Yeah, Cali Coffee.
owns Cali Coffee. There are
Okay,
11
yeah, this is gay guys.
This is a gay coffee place.
stores, and it's about to double in size. All of this as tariffs are being slapped on imported products like coffee.
Right now, we haven't seen any increase. We're kind of waiting for the call that we don't want to hear type of thing.
But nothing's happened. Hold on. Why are we doing a story if nothing's happened?
We're doing
So
a
she's
story
doing
about
what
how
we can.
we're worried something might happen.
Oh, okay.
And to avoid passing on those tariffs, including working with his vendors to keep costs down.
Right now, our beans are being sourced from Honduras, Ethiopia, Nicaragua.
Yeah, and guess what? All those countries are going to call Trump and get the tariffs reversed.
Yeah, don't even worry about that. It's not going to happen.
Everyone's basically right now scrambling to go, okay, just China? Hey, who's your buddy? Slovakia. Hey, pal. What's up, pal? We're good?
Good news about all those countries. We're sending a lot of their low-skill labor back to them, so those prices will go down.
That's a good
eventually.
point.
So this whole article, this whole news report is basically going, hey guys, there's a lot of coffee everywhere and it's fine for now.
Yes.
Maybe.
Well, if those countries are being tariffed extremely heavily, and we look
You're a retard. You're a flat-faced Asian retard.
at kind of the coffee culture world, and we're like, well,
Coffee culture
Yeah, it's
world?
a whole culture, dude.
It's bean water, homie. Shut up.
you know, we don't need the Brazil bean. Maybe we can get something equal from Ecuador or another.
Or America.
Yeah, have you thought about that?
Country where the tariffs are lower.
And it's not just coffee.
So these are custom.
By the way, so you're admitting too that you also don't really give a shit about the quality of your product. That
No.
you're going to be willing to sell really dog shit coffee as
correct.
long as it's fucking cheaper.
Yes.
Engage, yeah, steel tables.
Right now, 20 of these tables are en route from China at $3,000 a piece.
My guess.
Oh, the tables are from China. There's his problem.
This is that tariff when they say, hey, this is.
Why don't you just buy metal tables from America?
Mm-hmm.
I know we have them.
And by the way,
You know
asshole, you think this is bad? Wait till we start taxing citizens that just look too Chinese.
Oh,
How
we're
you
gonna
like
start
that,
doing
bitch?
that. That's gonna happen next. 125% tariff if your face is too flat.
Do you know what one of the funniest parts about this is? Do you want to know one of the only places in America that you can actually grow coffee is?
Let me guess. Florida. Florida.
California.
Really?
And there's a company that's literally trying their goddamnedest to grow coffee in California, but they can't due to regulation.
Oh yeah, no, of course. Also, bro, what a sweet like Sublime tattoo this guy had. That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Now, then if that product hasn't hit the
Sublime, like his coffee.
or the shoreline, and it hasn't been imported into the U.S., we're probably going to pay the tariff.
Venti ounces to freedom.
Planning is very difficult at this time.
Ah, Indians!
What are we going to do if our coffee is too expensive?
Yes, every day I tell my employees at my local 7-Eleven chain they must clean their coffee filters, but these tariffs are going to impose unnatural deficiencies
For
on coffee filters.
small business, big business, and consumers.
Dr. Albert Williams is head of finance and economics.
This is a gay reporter, right? Like this guy's
Yeah,
a
he's
gay-
got to be.
Yeah.
That's why he picked the gay coffee shop.
At NSU. He's hoping a 90-day pause in tariffs can give time for the U.S. to strike some solid deals.
The ultimate, if we find solutions where both countries will win, the tariff war will decrease.
Yeah, man, we all know that. What does this have to do with coffee?
Fucking. What does this have to do with gay coffee?
Well, this guy said this American bro explains why he'll continue to buy his products made in China even with tariffs.
Steel tariffs. You know, we make these, and this is the insane part about, you know, why we do and why like all American companies are making stuff in China versus America. In short, I mean, if you want to skip this video, what it's about is Americans are a bunch of babies.
This is a great way to
This is yeah.
endear
you're-
yourself to
mhm,
Americans.
mhm. Explain why we're babies.
And they're hard to work with.
Okay.
So you want slaves?
Right.
You know, so we make these boxes. They're self-checkout kiosks in China, manufactured, powder-coated, packaged, shipped. This is, I think, well, before shipping, I'm probably $250 into this box.
This is horseshit. You bought that kiosk box off the fucking shelf as they advertise it in China. You
Mhm.
didn't ask them to fucking change anything about it, you dickhead.
No, you're right. You're right. This is a prefabric. You could tell this
Yeah,
is just prefab.
of
There's an
course.
entire warehouse full of these.
Yeah,
send
dude,
this
there's a fucking warehouse that's like the size of a fucking U.S. city full of these.
Yep.
Kiss
that we
my
made
fucking ass.
To we've been making.
Sir,
these for
I
6
think what
years.
Virgie is getting at is that you're full of it.
Yeah, I don't like this guy's attitude.
No problem.
I'm sorry, dude. Like anybody trying to tell you that dealing with an American person is less difficult than dealing with a person that speaks fucking Mandarin is fucking lying to you.
You're screaming a lot.
You're yelling a lot.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean
you're
to.
drinking. It's
It's
out of
because you're
control.
drinking. That's what'll happen. When
It's
you
okay.
drink.
You know what? You're
As
shaming me. I talk
somebody-
like this
as
all the
somebody-
time.
No, you don't.
I talk like
No,
this
you
all the
don't.
time.
You're
Yes, I
very
do.
You usually
obviously
praise the
from-
Chinese.
Yeah.
You know, you're
And then
right.
we
I
said-
am being a little
Shut
rough on the
up!
Chinese. I'm sorry, Pessy.
Green room for 5 minutes. I swear to God. That's what's going to start happening. That's what's going to start happening.
Well, before shipping, I'm probably $250 into this box. We send this design that we made to, we've been making these for like 6 years, like no problems. And then we send, tariffs got a little scary, so we send the designs to
So you were making them for years.
a bunch of companies in America, and all I'm getting are these emails about, well, how many are you going to make? If you're not going to make 500 at a time, we can't work with you. And then then maybe they can, they'll say, we'll make it. It's a huge pain in the ass for us, but we'll do it. But then, they want like $1,000 or $1,200, not powder coated, not packaged, not shipped. And to give you an example, I mean, we get.
What does this guy make?
We get these
besides me angry.
These custom styrofoam, pieces that we put that are molded around, the front of this that, the other piece of styrofoam fits this perfect, and so.
So wait a second. You don't even make anything. You
No.
buy something from somewhere else. The only thing you make is a styrofoam. You put it on something bought in China. You're repackaging
You mark it up. and
You're
then
like a
you-
drop shipper.
Yeah, you're just a middleman. But Americans suck.
No, yeah, Americans suck because you buy stuff from China.
They're not powder coating them.
I don't give a shit about powder
Enough
coating.
about the power coating.
Telling us you got to come get them and take them to a powder coater, and we're not going to help you with that, or
He's legit complaining that Americans are babies while also being a baby.
Because he is a baby. Because he doesn't want to make anything himself. He doesn't want to do any of that shit.
So basically,
Yeah, he's a drop shipper. I mean, that's it. That's what he is, right?
with a whole bunch of kicking and screaming, I can get an
Okay,
American
but,
company
like,
to make this
powder
for maybe
coating.
12.
Hey, man, here's the cool thing about tariffs. If you want to pay them, you can. Nobody is stopping you.
Dude, knock yourself out.
That's fine. Go ahead. Pay them. I don't care.
$1,200, not powder coated, no packaging, no shipping, and I get this for
Well, then, obviously, if China's so great at this stuff, their economy must be doing really good, right?
Oh, I bet.
Right?
$250 in China. And then China says, how many do you want? You want 5 pieces? You want 100? You want 500? We don't care.
We don't care. It's 12-year-olds making it. We don't pay them because their parents are Muslim.
Yeah.
So, why do we care?
And
The suicide nets are there to ensure fun is happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want 500? You want 1,000? It doesn't matter. We're going to save this design and sell it to your competitors anyways because we don't care about you.
That's a very another good point, Virgie. Then you ask them, hey, here's my design. Then they steal your IP because there's no laws over there, and then they just sell your shit cheaper.
but the biggest thing I'm running into with American companies
This
is that
new powder coating.
they're coming back and they're just saying well, how are we supposed to make this? And I'm like, well, I don't know. I gave you CAD designs. Look at the CAD designs. And they're like, but we don't know if, you're not telling us if we should weld this corner on here. And then they're sending me back these pictures of the thing kind of taken apart. And they're like, you need to tell us that you want this corner welded here and then that you want this piece bent.
Oh my fucking God. So you're telling me that you sent them shitty CAD designs with literally no fucking instructions on assembly. And you're complaining that the Chinese would just throw it together and not give a shit. Whereas the American company wants to make sure that they're building it to your spec.
Yes.
You're literally complaining about that.
Yes,
I
because
bet this guy
Americans
has
are
good
lazy.
products.
Mhm.
And so
This is insane.
If the
What does he
tariffs
mean?
end up being the original 25% tariff plus the 10% that he just added,
Kiosks?
plus another 25% on
He makes the boxes that McDonald's uses to replace employees, so you do the orders at the kiosk.
Those things that would constantly out of order.
That would be hilarious if that's the thing he's making.
No, that's literally
taking
what he
American
said. He
jobs.
was making kiosk boxes.
Okay.
The era of global warming has ended. The era of global boiling has arrived.
Global boiling? Whoa. I'm sorry. We stopped global warming? We're straight to global boiling now?
Yeah.
The world's doomed, I'm told.
We're in the 6th mass extinction right now.
Whoa, bro, I didn't miss 5. What happened?
Mass extinction.
I only wish someone could have warned us about this apart from every scientist for the last...
Okay, listen here, Wong Stewart. They had to bring John back because the rest of you fucking B-listers can't pull an episode out of your fucking assholes.
Last 50 years.
Yes! Karate.
Oh, I'm so Chinese.
Hey, tariff any Asian reporters, too. We're tariffing them.
Every scientist agrees. But here's the thing. They don't. Well, yes, they agree that the climate's warming. Climate changes. But scientists don't agree on the catastrophic claims activists and the media make.
Hold on a second. If what John Stossel saying is true, is those people that have been ruining classic paintings were doing it for no reason?
Apparently.
Huh.
And by the way, they're not ruining anything.
I know,
Every
this
one
guy
of
has
those
security
paintings
glass.
is behind so much of that. They're not, bro. It has been like 25 years since we've ever been allowed to be in the same room as great works
You're
of
right.
art. They stopped trusting us a long time ago.
And you know what? It was warranted, too.
Of course, look, obviously, because they're trying to throw fucking oil and shit on paintings. So,
those paintings are all so hermetically sealed because the air quality now
That's true.
would make them disappear.
That's true.
Melting, the coral reefs are dying, and no one is helping.
If we don't stop the sea level rising, millions of people will be in danger.
Is this AI? What is this?
In this video and the next, we'll look at 7 myths about climate change, starting with
the great polar ice sheets, which are melting faster than many scientists had anticipated.
That's not true.
Global warming continues at the present rate, then the Arctic could already be ice-free by the summer of 2030.
Wow, dude, that's crazy. Thing that's not going to happen.
it's not going to happen, though.
That's myth 1. The Arctic will soon be ice-free.
We don't have decades. We hardly have years.
This sounds like the guy in Birdemic. You know that guy they ran into that was doing the speech. You know what I'm talking about?
The nature guy?
Okay, hold on. Betsy, can you do me a favor?
Yeah, I got you.
Can you give me that scene, please? Because that's exactly what all these alarmists sound like.
That's myth 1. The Arctic will soon be ice-free.
We don't have decades. We hardly have years.
You've been saying that for 50 years. That's the problem. When you guys keep crying wolf and nothing really happens.
These glaciers are on the brink. Some already past the point of no
to
return.
get that scene.
For what? For the Birdemic one?
Yeah.
I believe if you search for...
Oh, is it Birdemic the tree hugger?
Yes.
Okay, got it. I got it.
Yeah. Send me
There you
that.
go.
Thank you.
Gotcha.
There it is. All these
Okay.
things, thank you. I forgot it's so good. All these things are basically this guy from Birdemic.
God, yes, this dude.
Why were you hiding in the trees?
Well, this is my home. I live here. That's my house.
You live in the tree?
Sure do.
God, I forgot about the changing stream sounds.
The audio.
You could put it that way. I love trees. They're my family. I look out for them and protect these precious redwoods.
So can we play in your treehouse?
Sure.
You're gonna let these kids climb a fucking redwood?
That'll be fun.
No way, it's too dangerous. The eagles might come there.
I like this, and the autist is waving his gun around.
No, it's too dangerous. The eagles might come there.
The eagles might come there.
Turn.
If the entire Greenland ice sheet was lost, sea levels would increase by 7 meters.
That's 22 feet. At just 6 feet, one storm surge could leave London underwater, says this BBC documentary. This
Hey, Google if Muslims could swim, because I have a solution to a big problem.
Also, Google BBC.
Yeah.
This could happen.
No, do not Google BBC.
This century, they say. But is the ice really melting that
Which
fast?
brings us to global warming myth number 3. Mountain Dew reduces your sperm count.
No.
As we exit ice ages, you should expect some ice melt, but it's not happening at nearly the catastrophic pace that they claim.
Heartland Research Fellow Linnea Lucan researches environmental threats. She points out that studies in Arctic sea ice don't show a catastrophic decline. Although ice has melted.
It's really leveled off in recent years. A lot of the time,
I'm not saying she's the hottest girl, but she's the hottest research fellow I've seen.
Oh, she is. She could get it. Yeah,
You
if
are-
you're hanging around the Heartland Institute, that's
Yeah.
about as good as it's going to get.
Yeah.
If you had to pick a lab partner,
Her.
yeah,
Her.
So you would say she's good, Lucan.
Yeah, she stole my Heartland.
shut the fuck up, Pessy. I swear to Christ.
very alarming images. It seems like where'd all the ice go? There's no ice. There's all these walruses laying out on a
Stupid walruses, all fat, stupid walruses.
stony beach. They should be
fucking Burt Reynolds looking motherfucker.
Stupid assholes.
Have you ever gone to the Arctic North and wondered if you'd fit? Hey, we're plus-sized pork walruses.
God, look at that fucking walrus orgy going on.
big icebergs. Well, it's because
Bro,
it's
they're
the
all
summer.
fucking and
Oh, yeah, they're all fucking, dude. All those walruses, that's a big walrus fuck pile.
Summertime, and in the winter, it all comes right back to where it was before.
All of it?
In recent years, yeah, all of it.
For the past 20 years, it's been largely stable. And anyway, this is just sea ice, ice in the water, not the total amount of ice in the Arctic. Almost all the Arctic's ice is on land. And this is the trend line for that ice. You can barely see
That
it.
looks pretty straight.
Any
That
decline.
looks pretty straight.
Compared to the amount of ice that's in the Arctic, it is like a grain of sand on the beach. It is so minuscule compared to the amount of ice that's there that it doesn't even show up on a trend chart when you plot it.
It's so frustrating. Media
Man, he's really leaning into turtlenecks. He's really leaning into
It's
turtlenecks.
getting weird.
Everything has different turtlenecks.
keep interviewing experts who claim
Oh, experts look weird. These
Oh.
experts, look at this guy's
They're all
head.
weird.
This guy looks
Ew.
like fucking the Island Boys kid.
Yes.
Wait a minute. Do you think John Stossel has like Stossel has like throat cancer or something, dude?
No. I think that his neck is just looking old and it has.
Yeah, I think he's just hiding old man neck.
Yeah.
Can I give you my theory? I think he's hiding hickeys from kissing.
We still see an ice-free Arctic by the middle of the century.
zealots have predicted
There he is. There's our guy.
doom for years.
There is a 75% chance that the entire North Polar ice cap during
Mersh,
some
he was
of
lying so hard he had to look away from the audience and rub his whole neck with his entire hand.
Yeah, I know. I've watched Steel Toe before.
Oh.
That's-
I haven't.
That was good.
of the summer months could be completely
it's the same MO though. No, I never drank Nick Rekieta's cum.
What?
You're like what?
ice-free within the next 5 to 7 years.
Well, those years have long passed.
No, there's no turtleneck.
Nobody calls him on
Loves
it.
his turtleneck.
They absolutely
Also,
should
his
be calling
turtlenecks are too big.
They
The
are.
turtley neck part
Yeah.
is too long.
him on it. A lot of these
He looks like he's wearing one of those masks that black kids all wear now. The ones that go around your face.
kinds of claims are based on what computer models are projecting.
And they pick the ones that are alarmist.
Oh, absolutely. Well, those are the ones that generate headlines, right?
Here's another myth that generates headlines.
Arctic polar bears are facing near extinction by the end of the century.
Imagine your family disappearing.
Which ones?
It's happening to polar bears right now.
That's myth 2. Polar bears are going extinct.
This is the worst one. Polar bears have increased their populations.
Environmental
Oh, well, no. How can that be? They're going extinct.
groups ignore that increase to sucker you into giving them more of your money.
Don't give up on polar bears. Don't give up on threatened species.
Polar bears are literally hawking Coca-Cola products. They're doing fine.
Your support can help Environmental Defense Fund save the polar bears.
These environmental groups are really being
Polar bears are
sleazy.
vicious killers.
Yeah.
They get
Absolutely.
royalties from the Coca-Cola company.
They do.
Contributes to increased carbon dioxide fertilization.
As the climate has warmed, the world experienced the biggest drop in hunger and malnutrition ever. But climate activists don't tell people that.
The United Nations says Madagascar is on the verge of experiencing the world's first climate crisis.
Yeah,
famine.
that's because there's a bunch of singing animals there.
Yeah.
Ben Stiller's a lion.
It's out of control.
Chris Rock plays something, if I remember correctly. I
They
don't
play it too fast and loose over there. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's the problem with Madagascar.
Climate crisis, famine? No. Madagascar's problems are mostly caused by bad governance, corruption,
Terrible
cronyism.
sequels.
Madagascar 3, Back in the Habit.
Not climate change. But whenever there's a food shortage, or even when prices rise, the media blame climate change.
Food shortages driven by the effects of climate change. We're going to see starvation and famine on multiple continents at the same time.
When coffee prices rose, the New York Times blamed devastation that climate change wrought. But since the 1990s, global coffee production has increased by 80%.
Yeah, trust me. I know. I've listened to every right-wing grifter show. We're very aware that coffee has increased. If anything, I would argue we have too much coffee.
A lot of coffee. A lot of coffee. Jeremy's got some just sitting at his house. Get a whole K-Cup machine.
All that to own somebody on Twitter.
Uh-huh. Coffee killed the Real Ass podcast.
Oh, man. Cappadocia says, afternoon, gents. SPLC investigator says, buy Virgie a drink for me. No. They can't starve you says, you're drunk,
I've had
Virgie.
it.
Go home. Yes. King of all pixels. Al Gore incited way more people about environment shit than Trump ever did on January 6th. That's true. Oh, look at this sexy beast.
I know I'm going to get in trouble for this one, so here goes. I can't imagine that either Elon Musk or Donald Trump has ever.
Dude, you know you're in a rough place looks-wise when even an Instagram filter can't fucking save you.
No,
My
she's
God.
a monster.
Imagine that either Elon Musk or Donald Trump has ever had sex that was consensual on the part of the woman.
That's, by the way, the most childish, like...
You're going to call him an incel, too?
Yeah, incel...
So all the sex... You're telling me... Look, I don't even like Elon. But you're telling me that billionaire Elon Musk has never had consensual sex. He doesn't have women that want to fuck. Ashley St. Clair literally sucked the cum out of him from the another room through osmosis. Mm-hmm. So maybe shut up.
Or sex that they did not have to pay for. Pay money for.
Oh, not barter goats? We knew it was money, you stupid bitch.
No. She's right. Trump had 4 kids. He paid for that.
She calls them all rape babies.
Dude, she's insane.
Yeah, she's fucking nuts, dude.
Or pay money for.
Hey, Kathy, why the long face?
I would love to just ask her questions and let her talk. She's fucking insane, dude.
Pay money for. Or gifts. Ever. Have a great day.
Okay, you too. Bye-bye now.
Okay, that sounds good.
Thank you, sewer clown.
Hey, let's watch some of these broads in space, dude.
Got it? 1, 2, 3, taking up space!
Yep.
You know...
That's...
Yep, you're
exactly
100%.
what you're
You
doing.
know what? There's a lot of things that I will... Yes.
My favorite thing about sending these women to space was the Dick Masterson tweet where he's like, 6 down, 3.5 billion to go.
Yep.
Yeah, but we didn't send them into the sun. That was our first mistake.
Tamira. You know, when men go to space, they do experiments.
This is an experiment.
Well, okay, I understand why they didn't launch them into the sun, because like that rocket's expensive. You
It is.
want
It
that
is an
back.
expensive rocket, dude. You have
You
to be
want
fair.
that
To be fair,
rocket
it is.
back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Space. It's okay. Leave Flynn up there.
Wait,
I hate Katy Perry. She is fucking. We've covered her a lot. She's always been crazy. She's getting crazier.
Yeah. She's definitely.
She's the exact inverse of fucking Russell Brand, dude.
Flynn, I gotcha. Flynn. Gotcha.
Is this one of those like Amazon penis rockets?
Yes.
Honestly,
Can we put him in one where the tip opens up and shoots him out?
Honestly, I could picture being on one of these shuttles, and I don't know if I'm the only one that thinks this way, but if I was up there after about 8 minutes, I'd be like, I'm bored.
This sucks.
Right? Wouldn't you get bored in that
Yeah, I'd be
capsule like,
like,
right away? You'd be like,
this sucks.
Oh, yeah, this was cool. Are we going? Can we go back down now?
I'm hungry.
I want to go to Wendy's.
Flynn, can I have?
I just wouldn't appreciate that. I would appreciate this for 2 minutes. I'd go, wow, that's neat. All right, can we turn around now? Go back.
The moon. You guys, I will have to
The
tell you.
fucking moon.
Look at the moon.
That's Earth.
That's amazing.
That's actually Earth.
Wow, look at the blue line. Oh my gosh.
Look at the blue line.
Oh my goddess. Oh my goddess.
Did
It's
she
so
say, "Oh my
beautiful."
goddess"?
Yeah, go back. It's.
Wow, look at the blue line. Oh my gosh. Oh my goddess.
You know, that's something you'd have to train yourself to say.
Yeah, that's not something that comes naturally.
Yeah.
Also, notice how she like yelled it right after somebody said, "Oh my gosh!" Like she just had to fucking take them
Yeah,
out.
yeah. Of course.
Okay. Now it's time to look out.
Why? What is? Why? What does it matter that you're from the Bahamas? Nobody cares.
Oh my gosh.
It's not though.
Whoa. That's amazing. Got it?
He's dumb. Okay, check this out. So they asked Katy Perry what she did before she went up there, how she prepared, dude.
I'm really excited about the engineering of it all. I'm excited to learn more about STEM and just the math about what it takes.
Learn more about STEM. So that sentence right there, right?
Look at those eyes, bro.
Yeah.
Look at those fucking crazy eyes,
Yeah,
dude.
Royce. She
She
wants to
ju-
learn about STEM, like why is on cherry.
She must. Fuck, dude.
Oh, yeah.
About the engineering of it all. I'm excited to learn more about STEM and just the
just
math
learning stuff.
General STEM.
She's gonna come back a scientist.
about what it takes to accomplish this type of thing. I was winding down from a rehearsal the other day, and I was listening to Cosmos by Carl Sagan. And
Hack. That is hack. That is the hack. That is like the hack thing that everybody who wants to be smart says. That's hack sciencey, hack science pseudo intellectual nonsense, beginner's edition.
So, anyways, I was going up into space, and I thought I'd prepare myself by watching a children's show.
Fucking retard.
I wanted to prepare myself for my space trip, so I watched the episode of Magic School Bus where Arnold kills himself by removing his helmet on Pluto.
So, anyways, I was planning on running for senator, so I've been watching I'm Just the Bill on repeat.
and reading a book on string theory, and
She's reading a book on string theory, dude. Like, obviously, because let me what is okay. Going into low orbit, which is what you did, has nothing to do with string theory. The two things have nothing
You
to
went
do
on a
with each
really
other.
high airplane.
Yeah.
That's what it is,
Yeah,
though, because
yeah.
it's not even like space. Like, space is like you go to the International Space Station, you go to the moon.
Yeah.
I believe you need to be at least at the space station or the moon before we count it as you being in space.
I agree.
Otherwise, you're
Yeah.
just in the upper atmosphere. It's a really, really high up airplane.
Oops.
I was like going to bed. That was definitely like helping. I was like, Pythagoras, Pythagoras.
What the fuck does geometry have to do with this?
She's an idiot. She wants to sound
What does that
smart.
do with string theory?
It was definitely like helping. I was like, Pythagoras, Pythagoras.
That's
Dumb people. Because
very
dumb people that want to, but that's fine if you're dumb. It's okay if you're dumb. I don't care if you're just a dumb
The
pop
problem
star.
is she's not delightfully stupid. She's
Right.
stupid trying to be
Mhm.
smart. It's annoying.
Right. If you're quirky and dumb, I could get along with that, no fucking problem. But when you're like dumb and you don't like it, you don't want to be what you are and you want to be smart, you're not a smart person.
I want you to I want to be like, how was space? I want you to go, it was really pretty.
Yeah.
But you know, I've always been interested in astrophysics and.
Have you?
She had to remember what the second part of that word was.
In what? In what capacity, American Idol judge?
Well, it's like when I wrote California Girls and like I said, sun kissing so hot it'll melt your popsicle.
Yeah.
That's like physics, I think.
Is it?
So
yeah.
when I was writing
Popsicles have a
song-
stem.
When I was writing the song Firework, I lit one off and I was like, how did they go up like that?
I almost
And
blew off my thumb.
Interested in astro.
You know, I wrote the song Roar after I fell asleep and an MGM movie started.
Physics and interested in.
Her first album was literally just about how her boyfriend was gay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and
Yeah,
that's
you gotta-
and everyone
you
at Taylor Swift's one is too.
You got to read between the lines, bro. Katy Perry actually, her entire first album was about physics and STEM. She was
It
just
was.
using simple lyrics.
Got it.
To trick the audience.
So why did you have why'd you have Snoop Dogg in the song?
Well, because Snoop Dogg is very passionate about quantum physics.
Is he really? I was
Yeah.
not aware of that.
Hell yeah, my nizzy. Yeah, Pythagorean nizzies, my nizzies.
String thizzle for shizzle.
Interested in astrophysics and interested in astronomy and astrology.
Astrology. Hold on. Pump
Those
the
aren't the
brakes.
same.
Astronomy and astrology.
You can't have both.
Same category, dog. I don't know. You know.
You know what?
Hey, what's your star sign?
Honestly, that's such a Gemini thing to say. I mean, it really
Yeah,
is.
well, like that sounds like something a Libra would do to a Gemini. So I don't want to hear it.
Astrology. You read string theory and then went into astrology.
And the stars. I feel like we are all made of stardust, and we all come from the stars, and it'll be exciting.
Oh my fucking god!
We're all made of stardust. We're all made of Ziggy Stardust.
I hate this woman, man. Again, if she
We're
was
all
just-
made of gay British rock stars.
If she was delightfully stupid, I'd be like, this
Exactly.
is great. If she was just like, I don't know, it's pretty, you know, it's like space. You're like, oh, that's great, honey. Here's my credit card. Go buy something.
Be more Sydney
Duh.
Sweeney in an interview.
Yes. Tits
Yeah,
out.
dude.
Bro, we're
See them
in
drink.
Demi Lovato territory with this one, man.
She's not.
It's-
You think so? She's not singing a ghost.
Well, but
She's
we're
not
all
singing a
stardust.
ghost.
Well, it's only a matter of time since she's
You might be right.
celestial
Maybe we should
being.
start singing a ghost. I don't know.
From that
Hey,
site, and also
hey,
have
Katie, did you know that you're the only person you can actually kiss in a mirror?
Oh, do not do the DeGrasse Tyson thing. I'll fucking kill you.
I post it like 8 times a year.
Fucking hate you.
such an appreciation for Mother Earth when we
Mother Earth.
see it in that way. Many people, not many, but the people that have gone
The only
have.
time that the term Mother Earth wasn't gay was when fucking Randy Rhoads was ripping leads on an Aussie track. Stop being gay.
Nobody gets your guitar references.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do, and they
have
hate
had
themselves
real
for it.
profound things to say and have brought down ideas that have been world changing. The environmental movement is based around one of those moments.
So the environmental movement. So to help the environment, you're going to use a bunch of rocket fuel to go to space, so you can take a picture with a flower.
Yes.
We're gonna burn kerosene for the planet.
I'm really at a loss here for what she is doing anymore. Like the last time we really checked in on Katy Perry, she had that weird crib thing that we played with a baby. Remember, she had her baby and she was
She had that weird Vegas show.
Yeah. Oh, with the eye twitching. That's true. We did cover that. That was
fun
odd.
too. She's been amusing. She fucked Russell Brand.
You know what, Merch? I need to go to break. I need to go smoke myself.
She fucked Russell Brand consensually. Just like, ew.
And no, if I did that, I would go to weed6.com, guys.
Definitely. To get over the trauma.
To get over the trauma, go to weed6.com. And if you go right now, you get a 20-pack. That's 16 grams of THC. The strain currently is Gas Face. It is very good. I smoked one before the show. I'm going to go smoke one now. Right now during our break here. If you go to weed6.com and use promo code ROTC, a pack of 20 joints, which normally would cost you $50, would be $25 because you
That's
get
crazy.
50% off with promo code ROTC. 50% off. And let me tell you something. It's awesome. I mean, I'm sure you've gone through a bunch.
I've been burning through them.
I can't help it. So
I was smoking a lot this weekend because I was like running a lot of errands and I had shit to do and I went out to dinner. And it was just one of those things where I'm like, ooh, I could tuck 2 of these in the pack.
Yep.
I got them with me when I go out.
Isn't
and then
that
when I
cool?
was eating dinner, I went outside real quick. Burn one out, went back in. Very nice. A little coffee.
Cigs with an S. Perfect.com. Promo code ROTC is going to get you 50% off.
I smoke them while I'm operating heavy machinery.
I do too.
While I'm driving a car.
Also, got to do that. Weed6.com. Promo code ROTC. It's the safest thing you could buy on the internet.
It is, seriously. I give it away to children.
Don't give it away. They do not encourage that. We will not be, to 21 and over, and it's federally legal.
I'm kidding. I don't
Weed6.com.
give away weed six.
Can you
to
imagine
children.
giving away drugs?
No, I just bust them D on it. I give them half.
That's fair.
You pass it
That's
back.
actually fair. Weed6.com.
Which is actually somehow that's worse because you're passing a fucking cigarette back and forth with a kid. Like it's almost worse. It's almost better to just, if you're going out of the store, you go, oh yeah, here, have a cigarette, and then walk away. But if you're sharing one, just busting it.
By the
down.
way, guys, if
we don't do that,
let me just say something. If you like us doing live, if you like us doing live reads like that, you better go buy some. Because they'll allow us to keep doing them the way you're like, this funny way, if it's working and you're purchasing. So unless you want straight up live reads, you probably should go.
See, we're even gonna write like a jingle for them if they keep advertising.
Oh,
us.
he's
Like,
gonna bring up the jingle. Okay, go
Weed
ahead.
cigs. It's not for kids, but it might be. Da-da-da.
No, and I said weed cigs. It's not for kids, but I ain't a snitch.
Look, if these guys aren't selling to kids and they're fucking idiots, it's a whole market out there.
Regular cigarette companies are.
I mean, if you take the 7 billion, 8 billion people on the planet, deduct kids from that, now we're talking about a lot less people.
A lot less people. Weed6.com. They don't sell to kids.
No, you got to go to weed6.com. How are you going to break into the Palestinian market? They killed most of their adults. There's mostly only kids left
Can
there.
you not bring up the Gaza Strip in our live read? For the love of God? Or Allah, I guess, in this case.
Promo code ROTC. 50% off.
Please buy some, because then this will be fine. As long as there's purchases, this segment is still okay. So now we are counting on you.
We really need you to buy some weeds. I
For
might
the love
have
of God.
just blown it.
Yeah,
as
so
they
make
say.
sure
I
you
might have
go to-
blown it.
No, but seriously, they're great. They're advertising on Daywave, Nightwave, ROTC, and on Adonis Balls. Like, I mean, the best shows on the internet. Weed6.com, promo code ROTC. The shipping is fast. Their product is good. Head over there. And Merce, tell them about locals.
Guys, locals, Patreon, what's it matter, right? Take your pick. You get the same shit either way, right? You get the archive of shows. You get all your bonus episodes. You're getting all that out. You get a movie riff, which we got to bang that out when we get home.
Boom.
So much content just for you. And the satisfaction of knowing that you're keeping us going. I mean, God knows we're not going to keep this Weed 6 sponsorship.
Not
so
after
we
that
need you to
rate.
chip in $7 a month. You get everything. Everything you could ever want and more. Go to patreon.com/we're not sorry, or go to revengeofthesis.locals.com and be a cool, fun dude.
Now, I'm going to go smoke a weed cig. Be right back.
Yo.
We're fucking fuck the bank. We're fucking fuck the bank. We're fucking fuck the bank.
These days, running a small business can be a big challenge. Whether we're receiving a flower delivery for unclear reasons, or raising the blinds and flipping over the open-closed sign, which is how I spend most of my workday, or even making a latte for a black woman, an iced tea for a white woman, and a coffee for a gently brown guy who could go in a lot of different directions. We've got our hands full. That's why Chase Bank is here for us. When this man in a suit from Chase Bank came down and shook my hand at my place of business, it really solidified what we'd already talked about at his office. Now we're looking at a laptop like my stupid little coffee shop is going to be a big disruptor in the online space. And my Chase business card allows me to make those emergency purchases that I lose sleep at night over. Chase understands my business the way they understand all businesses, as a huge reverse funnel that shoves money upwards to them. Hey, another flower delivery. These'll look great in the bathroom while I'm pooping blood from the stress. Now I'm flipping over that open-closed sign again. Is that a new stadium with Chase's name on it? How'd they afford that? I'll be in this bathroom for a while. Better toss it to the announcer.
At Chase Bank, we're about more than just foreclosing on American servicemen while overseas. We're about small business. So when you think of Chase, don't think of the 2008 financial crash. Think of your local sympathetic small business.
Flower delivery.
Yeah, guys, we're good on flowers for a while.
Second hour, ROTC. Thank you for staying with us. Now I'm all calm because I enjoyed myself a weed cig from weedcigs.com. And I used promo code ROTC and got 50% off. Well, no, I got it for free, but they would get it for 50% off. And also, preventativeassist.locals.com and patreon.com/we're-not-sorry. Of course, if you want to watch tomorrow's show, that's where you want to be. $7 a month. $7 a month. That's it. That's like nothing.
Yup.
It's less than fucking a coffee at Starbucks. All right? Now, this woman is mad because she's fat and she somehow found a way to blame Trump.
When people talk about black women being obese, I hate it because it becomes a way to blame us for a set of conditions that we didn't create.
Ma'am, you created the pancakes. You Kentucky Fried Walrus.
Yeah, you fried the chicken.
Yeah, no one made you eat it.
Being obese, I hate it because it becomes a way to blame us for a set of conditions that we didn't create.
If you were poor, you wouldn't be fat.
We are living in the Trump era.
What is that? What does that have to do with anything?
And look, those policies kill our people. And what public health practitioners think is that our stress responses in the body change our metabolism. It's
what?
Get me Dr. Now. No, you are eating 10,000 calories a day.
You're simply disgusting.
literally literally that the racism that you're experiencing and the struggle to make ends meet actually means the diet don't work for you the same.
I can believe it. What am I talking about? Let me see if I can find some, because I found some. I found this guy, and I'd send it to you. Pastor, remember seeing that Instagram of what every episode of My 600-Pound Life is? Can you send me that?
Oh, geez.
Remember, it was an
Oh,
Instagram.
I know what you're talking about. Give me like a second.
Yeah,
Give me a
that's
second.
fine. You know what
I
I'm talking
exactly
about, though,
what
right?
you're talking about. Yes.
Yeah. Dude, this
Hold
guy. There's this dude that you could tell he watches too much My 600-Pound Life, right? I'll show you. Okay, send it to me. Just send it to me. This is really funny.
There you go.
Thank you. All right. Here you go. Okay. So this is what My 600-Pound, every episode of My 600-Pound Life. Okay.
I wake up in pain, but it really doesn't bother me when I eat soon.
I make him what he wants because he asked me, but I know it's stopping him from having a life. It makes me sad. that he's not able to
They're
do
nailing it. They're nailing it.
I know my wife want to have kids, but if we have kids, that means I have to share. It takes me a while to get up the stairs because of lymphedema in my leg. Once I get to eat, the pain goes away.
He has an air fryer.
In the bed.
He has an air
The
fryer
food
in the
controls
bed.
my every move. Even when I'm full, I can always eat
Oh my
more.
God.
Every single bite to the last of it.
This guy's awesome.
I have imprisoned myself in this body.
Oh my God! Finally.
Finally.
Honey, you gonna fry?
I can tell my wife wants more, but I give her what I can.
He gives her the smallest.
And when I'm done eating, I'm ready for dessert.
Oh my God! Thank you, honey.
Goodness gracious.
This guy probably got sick making this video.
Yes, because all he was eating. This guy, I mean, what's his name? Mario Films.
Hey, Royce.
Yeah.
So really quick, a buddy of mine, his name's Alex Byron, really funny fucking dude. He made this, and I wanted to send it to you guys. I just sent it to you. I thought you guys might enjoy this.
Okay.
He's been getting a lot of hits on this impression.
I know who
think
he's
you guys
impersonating.
might
I
enjoy
already
this.
know
Oh
who
my
he's
God.
impersonating. I already know who he's impersonating. Hold on.
Okay. I remember this guy.
Thank you for meeting tonight for dinner.
No problem. What's up?
So I have been wondering about our compatibility as
good.
boyfriend and girlfriend.
It's good. It's good.
And I'd like to discuss that tonight, as long as, of course, you're comfortable with it. You know, I simply cannot state enough how much fun I've had on, yes, the Renaissance Fair, and you know,
it's good.
Such things as yes, of course, and the swords and heavy metal concert we went to.
Yeah, I loved it.
There is, of course, a slight difference in our compatibility. Maybe you've guessed what that is.
I think I have an idea, and I totally respect your position.
Oh, good. I am sorry to be again discussing the issue of abortion. As long as it stays at the front
God, that's
of
amazing.
social and political matters, I will be discussing it. Just really
Oh wow! So he really is going in on the annoying part of him. This is good.
Yeah,
because
dude.
I'm glad other people are picking up his
on the-
that
yeah,
from when he
bullshit.
came off on Netflix. We liked him for a bit, and then after we for those who don't know, cheap plug, but on the locals and on the Patreon, we watched every episode of Love on the Spectrum. It's one of the most fun things that we did. We just made fun of it. It was so much fun, and we really liked some people, and we liked him from the beginning, James. But then he just got so full of himself that all his Instagram posts were about social activity because he wants
Definitely being manipulated by
to
somebody.
by a woman.
Definitely a female.
issue of abortion. as long as it stays at the front of social and political matters, I will be discussing it. Just really have to ask about the people who believe that the rights of the unborn baby are somehow more important than the rights of the mother. I mean, can they really believe that doing so violates the rights of an...
Remember, he blocked me. The real one blocked me.
What did you say to him?
Again, this is
Oh, you
when...
were just
remember,
disagreeing
I
with him,
always
right?
tell you, if I yell, I'll tell you. But it wasn't even that. It was just like a light, just disagreeing on something he was saying. He's blocked.
Mother, I mean, can they really believe that doing so violates the rights of an unborn child? I simply cannot understand it. Some of these people, they believe that women should be incubators for their unborn child, and they are doing nothing to stop the severity and frequency of mass shootings.
I don't believe in shootings.
But might also be opposed to maternity leave and the best interests of mothers when they are
Dude, some
trying
woman
to...
had the nerve to comment on this and go, "Try punching up sometime."
He
And
is
then,
punching up.
Punching up. The guy's on a
He's
meeting.
on a
couple of
Netflix
comments
show.
down- and then a couple comments down, someone goes, "I have the same autism as James, and this was hilarious."
I love this, but I love you, but this is not it. Don't make fun of disabilities. Unless it's Elon's.
Right?
What? Oh, women are the worst, dude. Who is this dude? Let's give him a plug.
Alex Byron. He's very funny. He does this whole bit on Instagram as well, where people actually get him to quit their jobs.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Didn't he have a show you used to promote?
Yeah. He used to promote his podcast. Yeah.
He had a fucking promo for that show that used to make me fucking laugh.
He has he wrote a heavy metal song about how awful his girlfriend gets on her period.
No, I remember he did like some R&B intro for like his old podcast that used to always crack me up.
Yeah, that was an earworm, dude.
First off, the only good heavy metal song is Ninja Sex Party's song, Heavy Metal. Have you heard that, Mersh?
I think so.
No, agreed, 100%. It's true. He speaks the truth.
Here, just real quick. Have you heard it?
Mersh is a holy diamond.
Yeah, I've heard you played this before.
This just came out like 4 months ago.
You've played it for me at some point recently.
Have I?
Yeah,
Was
like
it-
in the
was
last
it
2
me?
months.
All right, if you say so. Anyway, this bitch is mad.
People are probably rude to you because you're fat. I used to look like this. So hear me out. When I was 105 pounds heavier than I am now, I used to stand in circles with other moms and they would literally like ice me out. Like within a few minutes, I'd be on the outside of their circle. And now that I'm thin, I can't get them to leave me alone.
I doubt it. I doubt it was that extreme.
Okay, here's the thing. You're just a bitch. I could tell by the way you're talking. The reason you're in the outside circle is because
Miserable
you're a
bitch.
bitch.
You used to be a miserable fat bitch.
And also...
Now you're a confident bitch, and you probably butt your way into more stuff.
But I'm the same person. I'm literally the same person. And honestly, that just hurts like so bad.
That hurts your feelings. Did they treat... Then why did you lose weight if you don't want to be treated different?
I think that people literally just assume that you're like lazy and worthless when you're overweight.
Okay, see, this is not a fat versus thin problem. This is a guy versus girl thing. Because I'll tell you this, at least in my gym and every gym I've ever seen, anytime there's a fat person working out, guy or girl, the most in shape people try to help them out. They go, "Hey man, you're doing a good job.
Yeah, they don't
fucking keep it up." It's quite the opposite. All right. It's just you women hate each other, and you're probably a cunt, and maybe they just don't like you, and maybe you were so fat you didn't fit in the circle.
Which is so not true. But I will be honest, like I much prefer how I'm treated now. I don't even know where else I'm going with this. This is just something that happened to me when I lost a lot of weight. So let's chat about it in the comments.
No, I'm not going to chat about it in your stupid comments. I'm going to make fun of you for being a dumb bitch. You know...
Yeah,
Ozempic didn't just make women skinny, but it made them think who the fuck they are now all the
Well,
time.
that's the problem. So again, I don't think people treated her differently. I think you're being you have more confidence now, so you're even more annoying and assertive. So she's just going up and talking to people more and shoving her way into the circle.
You remember Jamie Kilstein?
Oh my God!
Remember-
Blast from the past.
Remember Jamie Kilstein?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yay.
What's he doing now, Pessy?
Okay, so Merch, so this is actually a funny story.
Oh my
So
God! I
we're-
used to have personal beef with Kilstein.
Oh, I'm excited about. I'm really excited about this. Okay, so I was hanging out with Casey. We were watching YouTube, and Too Lazy to Try put out a video where he was just recapping that time Jamie Kilstein was on Rogan, and so I had to. I went through this whole had to re-explain who Jamie Kilstein was and all this and that, and then the other day, Casey just goes up to me and she goes, "Do you know Jamie Kilstein is like a Christian podcast grifter now?"
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
So this is
At the same time.
So you meet all of them and you go,
they believe in God.
And they're smart.
Yeah, and I'm like, I think I can't say that this is for the intelligentsia anymore. Atheism.
Which, by the way, good for you. That is the sign of a true intelligent person. I feel like in today's...
Time out, Tony. Wasn't he... Because he popped up on my algorithm about a year or two ago. And he was doing a podcast where he was married and his wife was the co-host of the podcast.
Okay.
Okay, so Mersh, do you not know what happened since then?
No, please fill us in.
Dude, okay.
No, Passy, because you're thinking of the radio, whatever, the Citizen Radio with Allison Kilkenny.
He did another one.
I'm talking. Yeah, no. I know that history.
Okay.
I trust me. I've had personal issues with Jamie Kilstein.
Last time I saw him was a couple years ago or so. He popped up on Legion of Skanks.
Yes,
and they
I
were
remember
just,
all that.
roasting
And then he did the
him
roast battle, and Nick Mullen absolutely bodied him.
Can we please watch that?
And
A little bit of it?
It's it's a bit long.
I sent it to Royce already.
But so what I'm saying is that he's not learning his lesson. Just about a year or two ago, he had a podcast that he was promoting on Twitter where he's like, check it out, my new podcast with my new wife. And he was doing some podcasts with some other chick. And now it feels like he's on his own again. And a Christian guy now. Holy
culture.
shit.
It's like changing your mind is seen as a bad thing, right? So everyone's like, this politician became more liberal, so they're a grifter, or this, me, right? I used to be an atheist, and I'm Christian, so it's got to be a grift. And that does exist.
No, it is. It is
absolutely a grift.
Everything you've ever done is a grift.
His channel is not great. It's not.
Is it?
Videos.
He hasn't tweeted since October of 2024.
That's the last
probably a
time.
good
It's the
thing.
last time he did an episode.
Seriously?
Is he dead?
Oh no.
Do we know if he's
That'd be
dead?
cool.
Let me look him up.
Well, let me ask Grok.
Just wondering because it has been a bit.
Was that all there was?
That's it. Yeah.
I need more now. I didn't know Jamie Kilstein was back. I want his blood
Well, that
again.
podcast I sent you, Royce, the one that he was doing was
Was a what?
oh, there was that podcast was the Christian one.
Oh.
I don't know how that.
Hold on a second.
It's a brand new day. I'm ready to learn it.
Are you retarded?
This is a chaotic vlog. I hope you like it.
We made it into the park for early entry.
Woohoo! 2 days in a row.
Oh, is this a blooper reel?
This is a chaotic vlog, dude. This is a patented Sloppers chaotic vlog.
Oh, and Fats is acting as the dolly.
Yeah.
For the shot.
2 for 2.
There's so many.
Fat people at Epcot. Yeah, trust me, I know. I see them.
Never seen so many in one spot.
Me too. I say the same thing about fat people at Epcot.
Where are we headed? We're headed to Toy Story Mania.
It'll drive you insane.
Where I will defeat all of my friends in a battle of... Sure.
In a battle royale.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, you guys suck.
Prepare for me to get best in car. Ashley won.
She's in a motorized wheelchair. She's won nothing. She can't walk under her own power, and her biggest enemy is a small step and turnstiles. She's won nothing.
It's legit sad. It is. It's actually legit sad when somebody's like otherwise able-bodied and young, and they're just being carted around. Like, again, I always bring up like fucking Royce's grandfather as an example. That guy wouldn't have gotten in a wheelchair even when they were, remember, because you know in the hospital you have to get in wheelchairs so they'll let you out, and he'd be like, no, I'm not.
No, I'm not doing. I walk.
I'm lighting a cigarette in the hallway on my way out this bitch.
Leave me alone.
Like there, and I know I would be that way. I know Royce would be that way. I know I'm the kind of guy that would be like, I'm fine.
I'm good.
I'm fine. Just give me how many times has my back gone out at range day? And I'm like, yeah, I just need to sit for like 8 minutes.
That's
and I'll
it.
be fine, okay? And everybody's like, you all right? You want us to get you over? I'm fine. And you're sitting there just wincing in fucking pain.
There's one tear rolling down his
Yeah,
eye.
and you're
Just
like,
one
I
tear.
am fine. Dude, my mom stabbed my dad, long story. And
No, that's about right.
yeah, in the hand, right? Because he put his hand out. She was not aiming for his hand. He put his hands up and
A defensive block.
Yeah, and she
Yeah,
got
the
him.
defensive wound.
She got him like
Word
right
for
in the
that.
knuckle of his middle finger, right? Fucking fucked the tendon and everything all up. And my dad grabbed some gauze and electrical tape and just
There
wrapped
you go,
that bitch
done.
up and never went to the hospital. And then his finger eventually just was permanently bent.
Oh.
Because the tendon didn't heal.
That's
right.
kinda cool.
But I mean, that's literally like some dudes are just like that. You're like, I'm fine. I'm gonna wrap this bad boy in some gauze, do a couple shots of JMO. I'll be back in all right shape.
One time, my dad stabbed himself in the leg with like a Bowie knife while he was cutting some shit down in the woods behind our house, and he just like sat in a recliner for 2 days, and that was pretty much that.
That'll do it.
Prepare for me to get best in car. Ashley won. She almost always wins.
Yeah, Ashley won. One huge bitch.
You're an asshole. That was very good.
Now you're headed to Joffrey.
No, it's gonna be fucked up when she's not the first one to die.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be the skinny one.
Now you're headed to Joffrey.
It'll be this one, the main one. Yeah.
Some coffees.
Fuck, they have a new voiceover and it's just terrible in their channel tanks.
Yeah.
Joffrey's. We're gonna get some coffee and a little snack.
A little snack. They're gonna get a humongous
Little
donut.
snack?
If they're going to Joffrey's, there's no little snacks at Joffrey's. If they're going to Joffrey's, they're getting a humongous cinnamon roll or a humongous donut.
Yeah. And the number one thing on my
God, such
to-do
a good
list today
donut.
is gonna sound so weird, but pizza Rizzo.
Pizza's the number one thing on your to-do list.
Pizza Rizzo, man. Yeah, you can get pizza anywhere. And by the way, you know where the best pizza isn't? At Disney.
No, of course not.
There's better pizza. Like, to me, if you went, hey, we're going to go to a Palace Pizza or something, I'd be like, ooh, okay, I like that place. Couple slices. But, like, Disney's not a place where I'm in the mood for pizza. No.
I've never been to Pizza Rizzo. So
Like,
I
it's like getting
Give me
Chinese.
a giant pretzel.
But it's like, imagine getting Chinese food at fucking Disney. You'd be like, no, I want, there's a good takeout place by the house. I'll wait till I'm hungover one day. I'll get Chinese food on that day.
check it out because it is closing soon.
Wrap
Wrap
pizza.
wrap pizza, wrap pizza, wrap pizza.
I got a breakfast Rancho wrap and it was not that good. I could not eat it at all.
What the fuck is this?
They're singing along to a children's song, Marsh. Can't you watch them do it?
But like,
dude, look, go back though. She's so fat. She's so fat. It's like just moving her mouth is a fucking task. She's falling asleep. Well, look at her.
Hold on, real quick before this one's getting bigger, dude. Look at this one.
Yeah,
this one's getting huge, man.
Bro, they're fucking all getting bigger. Like,
No, I
every
know,
one
but I
of
mean,
them.
some are getting fatter faster.
Okay.
I'm just sitting
Look at her.
here in front of one of my favorite Miss Piggies.
Who's? Come on.
who's
Come
who?
on.
Who's who?
That's
Dude.
not fair.
Who's who?
What do you mean who's who? Miss Piggy's the thin one.
Oh.
Oh my god, she is though.
She is.
Miss
Fuck.
She actually is.
Miss Piggy is actually the thin one.
Dude,
oh my
They're so
fucking
fat.
God.
Kermit the Frog would go, no thanks.
Yeah. Oh my God, Miss Piggy's the thin one.
Statue of Liberty, Miss Piggy. She's iconic. When I need to reserve, my whole life will change.
Your life would change if you dropped like 200 pounds.
Cause when I meet the RZA,
Not that one.
I mean, Jesus, just like 80 would feel like a
Yeah.
goddamn whole new life.
Wrap pizza.
That pizza looks like fucking
It looks like rat pizza.
garbage.
It looks like pizza for a rat.
It does look like rat.
What do you think's coming up next?
Is it served on a paper plate? What the fuck?
Yeah, it's Disney, dude.
Caroline.
What do you think's next?
Dancing Queen by ABBA or I Want to Dance with Somebody.
We didn't get to everybody.
This is a good one. This is not what I need.
You're an adult. Why are you acting like this?
Anyone would have said.
Hurry up!
Was that a chonga line?
This is.
The other one that can't move because she's too fat is filming though.
Oh my God! Is that not probably
That's
the
what's
saddest
happening.
thing?
Yeah.
Am I doing the right thing with my hand?
Going to the buffet. Going to the buffet.
Does this look like a man who's had all you can eat, Your Honor? So I think of Homer when he got kicked out of the buffet.
Oh God, that's right.
Yeah.
We just had an amazing lunch at Pizzeria.
Do you do anything that's not food related?
Pretty good. It's not about
Just
the
said she didn't like it.
It's about the conga line with along the way. Exactly. We're at the boardwalk. And we have a Trattoria reservation for 8:30. I'm excited. We have.
Everything's food. You had this vlog and all of it was food, huh?
Did you not?
I know they're fat.
Have you not?
I've seen them.
Are you not familiar with?
I know
their work.
They're fat.
Hey, Royce, you don't do a driving vlog without stopping for gas.
That's
you
a good
know?
point.
This fucking asshole puts Kenny G on. He's bitching. There's too much saxophone.
There is.
I don't know what to tell you, pal.
Been here in a while. Everything here is just so good.
I turned on the Park Sloppers. There's too much eating going on. Yeah, that's
a lot.
It's what you tune in for.
That's the aesthetic of this place. This is beautiful. This is my aesthetic. I love it so.
Oh, it's the Cake Bake Shop. You want a $20 piece of cheesecake? Go there.
Hold on. This is my best friend.
Whoa.
Wow. You look at wacky little
Okay.
Oh man, this is too much even for you.
That was a lot of
That's
slop.
rough.
That was a long slop for me, dude. It was. So I figured what we do is, Mersh, we check out on our friends. Loud About Nothing.
Hey, it's our boys.
Loud About Nothing.
Oh, yeah.
So they had that Jason guy from The Good Liars. They're like the funny lefty guys.
No idea who
Yeah,
that is.
okay. They're the ones that like go to places and they try. Remember the ones that try to own that MAGA guy had for wearing an ice jacket?
Oh, that guy. Yeah,
That's the
crybaby
guy they have on the show.
Oh yeah, that pussy.
Let me guess how it's gonna go.
Okay.
So I was at the bank, and the guy came in with 2 guns in his arms, and he was waving them, and he was shooting at everybody. Yeah, right. You know, yeah, cool. You know,
Hey,
right.
I'm sorry. I'm checking to see the spread on the Lakers game.
That skinny guy hates being there. It's like, why are you even doing this?
The show I do.
Yes.
Before I even got to meet you, I saw your videos all over the internets. They're amazing.
Internet.
Internets.
It's one internet, you fat retard.
Yes, the World Wide Web is what I like to call it.
You do.
Wow, you guys are real funny. These guys, you could tell that, some people have it, and they have it.
Yes. And I think about that doing the how do I say it?
Monologues?
Well, yeah, instead of a monologuist.
Monologist.
Monologist. See, I'm already undercutting everything you said about me being smart.
I'm going to skip ahead because they'll get funny eventually, I'm assuming.
It's all I think about. It consumes most of everything I think about.
Well, there's wrestling too.
There's
get into wrestling
and
too.
Pokemon
and
like
Pokemon. There you go.
Seltzer.
Seltzer.
All right, there's 3 other things. Okay, go.
Yeah, look at what we consume. We consume the same things that you consume. We're friends.
I've been watching guys' grocery games, and that's been really.
You've been watching Guy's Groceries games, Guy Fieri's shopping game?
Hey, listen, this guy is a fat homo, and he's not funny.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to shit on guys.
I'm not going to shit on Guy
Okay, I was going
Fieri.
to say, guys, grocery games. Is it something I would like seek out? No. If I'm at a hotel,
I'll watch it, but I'll
yeah,
watch
if I'm
it.
at a
I'll watch
hotel
it.
and that's what's on the TV, I'm like, Oh, okay, sweet. Guys, grocery games.
Games, and that's been really
What is that?
muting the mind a little
Grocery games like on Food Network?
Yeah, idiot. It's like a cooking show, and Supermarket Sweep fucked and had a baby. It's actually pretty sweet, and it's hosted by Guy Fieri.
Guys, grocery games.
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
Guy Fieri store, supermarket. and
Guy
challenges
Fieri,
it.
the guy no one should like, but everyone does.
I
He
love
agrees.
him. I love him. He's so
I love him
cool.
too, dude.
He's so cool.
On paper, he
Exactly.
sucks. Right?
But everything about him. By the way, have you had his donkey sauce?
Oh my God,
it's
it's so
fucking
good.
fire.
If you described Guy Fieri to me 20 years ago, I'd go, oh, that guy sounds like he sucks.
Or I think he was Steve C.
That's true. But would you not go, that guy sounds like a dork. Like, fuck that guy.
Flame everything. His refrigerator has a NASCAR number on it.
And then you meet him and try his chicken wings, and you're like, oh, "That's the coolest guy ever." This guy actually does rule. I didn't even care that it turned out he was probably banging his hairdresser. I was like, "Yeah, it's none of my business."
Look, hey, you know what? You know what? If anyone earned it, she did. He had to do his hair.
No, not she.
They have to do.
Oh.
Is it a guy for real? I didn't hear this.
Do you remember when Guy? Yeah,
I forgot. Hold on, guys. Hold on a second. Tell me about this.
Yeah, this isn't the only. Yeah, that fucking donkey sauce ain't the only sauce. Fucking
Talk to me. I didn't know about this.
So Guy Fieri had a male hairdresser guy that was always around him. It's part of his entourage. And they got in a huge argument one day on a flight, like in front of people, and witnesses were saying, and the video, I think there was a video of it too. The fight didn't feel like if you and I were arguing on an airplane. It felt like there was something.
couple.
Yeah, there was some element to the argument where you're going, ew, like this is a little too much
In
feeling.
2013, Guy Fieri was on his way home from San Francisco International Airport along with his hairdresser.
San Francisco, we're already adding. San Francisco, we're already adding. Oh no, the evidence is
You
mounting
didn't even know
up.
this?
No,
I didn't know.
and I'm a guy.
I love Guy Fieri,
Guy
despite
Fieri
this.
was on his way home from San Francisco International Airport along with his hairdresser, Ariel Ramirez. They had both been drinking during their flight, so they used a ride service to get home. But it wasn't exactly a peaceful trip. TMZ obtained video that showed Ramirez standing outside the SUV and punching Fieri, who was still inside. Fieri countered by kicking, while the two of them both yelled obscenities. A rep for Fieri told TMZ, "A bunch of guys were messing around. Things got a little out of hand, but they're all good now."
Look, man, I'm not gonna stain the image of Guy Fieri, the Kid Rock of cuisine.
Yeah, leave that
Sir.
to his hairdresser. Am I right?
Like Gay Fieri.
Yeah, like because the stain is cum.
You got him.
All right, man. Let's listen to this podcast, dude. You're not even trying to give these guys a shot.
It's like, all right, well, the owner increase in value since Steph got drafted is like $4 billion,
Right,
which
right.
is so much more than what Steph's even able to make. And the
Is he talking basketball? He really just only does basketball, huh?
billionaire did nothing.
Yes, just like watch
Just
him
like
be
get
successful.
more, like
Yeah.
make the whole
Right.
league worse. Like now we have less art.
That's
and I
right.
love
That's
NBA.
our show. I like Guy Fieri shows. He likes basketball. We talk about what we want to talk about, despite what the other one's talking about. It's a great idea for a show.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. That will be the funniest concept for a podcast where you have two guys on and each one is just talking about their own thing and neither is even acknowledging. the
I
other.
used to listen. I've heard Jim and Sam when they were on.
Oh my god!
Remember when Jim and Sam were on? That was that show. You're describing Jim and Sam.
You're right.
Think about it. One guy's only talking about wrestling, and the other guy's only talking about trans penis. I said trans
Or
YouTube.
UFC.
Or trans UFC penis. So yeah, there it is.
Now?
Now where you are like, I can't embody anymore. I need to just tell the truth.
How much you think Sam's
What?
making now?
I mean, probably okay if he's getting WWE money. It's probably not bad. Right?
No, not WWE. I'm talking about the just from Sirius.
Oh, because he's making money for WWE. I mean, he does like
Yeah,
everything now.
probably.
For them. Yeah.
you think that is?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of change.
I'm telling you, put it to you this way. I think his WWE check is bigger than his Sirius check. How's that?
That I believe,
Yeah.
but I was just thinking a serious check alone.
I don't
How
know.
much you think he's probably making?
that happened in the country. In between those simpler times of just being upset at 1% that has controls almost all the wealth in the country, which is still the case. Like income inequality is still like a huge problem now.
But you guys don't care about that now because the income inequality is for a bunch of fucking people in the Midwest that didn't vote like you that fucking died of fentanyl overdoses, right? Oh, I'm sorry. This is the funny guy from The Good Liars. He's so funny.
Worse than ever.
Yeah,
worse.
Income inequality is a big deal, but also we're mad at all the bankers losing their money or something.
By Wall Street a lot. I'm like,
Fucking
yeah, they were really on to
They were
something.
onto
They were
something
way
there.
ahead of their
Yeah.
time. Or they just saw what was happening, and it's only gotten worse. And they got like so laughed at at the time of like, oh, this is such a ridiculous.
We were a part
movement.
of that problem a little bit. Not really, but because we went down there as investment bankers dressed up and protested them, and like DeVrom and I, my comedy partner, we were just friends at that point and knew each other through the sketch world and comedy world. And
Oh, these guys are fucking terrible.
It's I don't know. These guys just hang out and huff their own farts, and it's brutal.
Up.
We thought we were just filming a sketch, and it's funny that we're here and doing this, but it was pretty obvious we were like doing a joke at making fun of investment bankers. But then people thought it was real, and like the media started running with the story that this was happening. And then we had these signs, and the investment bankers were protesting, and then real investment bankers came and joined the protest.
Oh no!
No, you did it for that on purpose. Now you're trying to retcon and make it seem like we were making fun of them, but at the time we were just trying to be funny. Which honestly, the concept is not. It's actually funny, but now don't be like, oh, actually we were making fun of them with these stupid investment. No, you know what you were doing.
The Sacha Baron Cohen thing, he did the same
Yeah,
thing.
exactly.
No, you know.
Oh no, Throw That Jew Down the Well was an indictment on anti-Semitism.
Yeah, no, it
Okay, but you wrote and sang the song, you shithead.
As we were making fun of them.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
So did you make small? Well, yeah. Tell me what happened.
Well, it's like they came and we were chanting, like saying, like, if you guys keep doing this, we can't
This
do as
has
much
58 views. This is blowing up right now.
cocaine. We have to sell our
Bro,
fourth
what?
homes. And
Yeah, it's blowing up. It's at 58 views, bro.
Oh, it's
Yeah. All right, but like, bro, okay, in their defense, it came out like 10 minutes ago, right?
It came out 4 hours ago.
Oh.
Bro, imagine spending
then it would-
$1,200 on mics for 58 views.
No, imagine spending $1,200 on mics, but not all of them. Only like this one. Not all three of them are not the same mics.
I think this
Yeah,
is,
no, they're not.
I think I have a theory. Though that this is a studio that like their buddy
It's
has.
a rented studio?
I don't think it's rented. I think because I don't even think they can afford to rent it. I think they're more successful buddies. Probably locally have a little setup, and then they just come in and swap that little cheap sign out.
Yeah, bro, these guys suck.
strong arming people. And
It's very
being
sad.
scared. Yeah.
And do you ever?
You know the
So
problem.
do you ever like when you're watching basketball? Do you ever like what do you like? Do you like guys that are more play inside, or do you like outside shooters?
Let's start doing that because I'm not gonna. Let's start doing this. Fat guy's gonna bring up a Netflix show he's watching all the time. Other guy is going to somehow insert basketball. Okay.
Here's the thing, guys. By the way, you understand, right? That your show shouldn't be like
a show.
Well, your show shouldn't be. No show should ever be a simulation of each host's individual Twitter timelines.
That's a good point.
With no like
Crossover?
Yeah, like
That's to be a
because
crossover
Imagine
somewhere.
if you watched this show, right, and Royce acted like his Twitter timeline, and I acted like my Twitter timeline. This show would be schizophrenic. It would literally be me
Yeah, because
talking.
Mersh would keep getting suspended from the show.
Yes, it would be weird. But it would be all cats and gambling, and then all his responses would have to do with people working out.
Yes.
And the conversation wouldn't make sense.
That's true.
So
Find your-
these guys.
Royce
these
would be like,
guys
yeah, I was
post-
doing deadlifts the other day, and I ended up straining like my lower back. And I'm like, I know, man, fucking Dodgers. How did they blow that yesterday? What? Are you even listening to me?
This show,
fucking Steph Curry
These
blew it.
guys suck.
Bro, so this show, this episode came out 4 hours ago, right?
Mhm.
Okay. The episode before this one,
yes,
came out 7 days ago, and it has 712 views. Okay. Growing Up Italian released an
Growing Up
episode
Italian.
2 days
Growing Up
ago.
Italian.
Growing Up
Italian.
Italian.
Growing Up Italian.
2 days ago.
Mhm.
10K views.
Yeah, I know. Grown Up Italian's a better show.
Cause I fucking paisans over there.
Hey, cool earring, bro.
That is pretty sweet.
Oh God!
I still can't get over the fact that this guy looks like an even worse version of that Paul Walter Hauser guy or whatever his name is.
So you're pointing out this hypocrisy, which I feel like you try to do a lot.
Both these guys look like they go to fucking Fast and the Furious on day one in the theaters.
It looks like Bizarro Old Cousin Joe show.
Oh my God!
Right?
Oh my God!
Give it to them on a silver plate of hypocrisy.
He was fun, man.
It's hilarious.
And they most of the time don't eat it. But I'm imagining in my head, hopefully.
You don't need to say I'm imagining in my head. When you're saying I'm imagining,
no, I'm
I don't mean to
imagining.
teach you how to broadcast.
In like my mind's eye, I'm thinking what it would be like. Like I like to think every day, like what if I was Steph Curry?
Yeah, you say when you say I'm imagining, it's implied. Bet it's in your head, you fucking retard.
Hang on, dude. The guy in the red shirt's drinking water out of an olive oil bottle for some reason. I don't know what's happening.
You went to one of the fat Italian restaurants where they leave the water at the table?
Yes.
Merch, you don't understand. He brews his own water.
Oh, is that what it is? He brews his own.
No, this is what you know the Italian place we go to in Vegas? That's what they do. They bring the thing with the water at the table and leave it there so you can pour your own.
Mm-hmm.
That's fancy. Look at the face he's making. Oh, this is great. Okay. Sorry. I go to my mind palace sometimes and I think about things.
So anyway, during my little head movies,
Yeah.
I'll be thinking of things.
So the trick is you leave the bottle of water in the sun.
Oh,
and the sun's rays oxygenated.
Sometimes when the cameras are or when you're rolling, and the ones that don't make your video, that people sometimes will see the hypocrisy.
But
Does that
then, you know,
happen?
then you deal with that hypocrisy, and then you realize that, you know, unless Pritchard puts up at least 12 points for the Celtics this next week, we're going to be in deep trouble. You're going to be in the weeds.
Okay, let's move over to one that says my tradition. NY traditions.
Yes.
That's what I meant to say.
Yeah. I was just thinking about that, like being like, what is it? Sex and the City? Maybe it was over. The movies were coming out.
Yeah.
Ew.
And I worked at Bloomingdale's.
Everything about what you just said was gay. You know that, right?
I was selling men's jeans at Bloomingdale's.
Yep. It keeps getting gayer. It can't get gayer than this.
And it was like, there was like a Sex and the City sign up. I don't know if it was out.
Okay, it got gayer. Now, we've reached peak gay. Nothing's ever gotten gayer.
So I'm walking, and you can actually hear the sound of the cum in my ass
Okay,
while I'm walking.
there you go.
It's making a squishy noise.
Outside or whatever, but people are coming in to like buy the fancy clothes. And I had so much hatred. I can see like class hatred. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Being like somebody's spending, $40,000 on a suit or something like that.
Oh,
and I'm like,
yeah.
I just want to pay my rent. And
Oh, ew. You're a fucking straight up commie. You're a fucking work harder, homo.
Yeah. You know what I've never done my whole life is walk around and hate on random people who are doing better than me.
Yeah. What a homo.
I hate on specific people who are doing better than me that are bad people.
Mhm.
But you just walked around like a Bloomingdale. You were just walking around the mall going, "Oh, I hate people that can afford nice jackets."
Those pieces of shit
Seems a bit irrational.
worked hard for their money, and then they're buying stuff with it. Who do they think they are?
credit card so I can get an extra $20, whatever, on my bonus. It's like, oh, it's the worst.
Yeah, dude, that's how I feel. That's how I'll feel tonight if the Magic don't win against the Hawks.
Here we go.
All over New York every day.
Everything's basketball. It's all I can think of now is this one guy is trapped in a autistic world of basketball.
Yeah, especially
And we talk about it like how eventually these rich people are no one's gonna be able to work for them.
What?
You're on YouTube.
They're smart guys.
Because none of them are gonna be able to live here.
Huh?
In New York? Not everyone going to be able to live in New York? And by the way, I got to point out that when we posted a clip on this, Davey Jacks, who had one of the top comments of our clip going like, that snapback is holding on for dear life.
It really is, man.
Yeah. No,
Filthy,
that's true.
too.
That's true. I mean, it's happening already. Like most, yeah.
Yeah, because, because people are leaving your shit town because of your taxes, and everything sucks.
Yeah, all the stuff that you like is why people are leaving.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude. Nobody that's poor works in Boca. It's retarded.
Oh, I thought it was because the Knicks were bad.
Oh no, not again! Not with the.
Yeah, you know, this is kind of like that one time in the hit Netflix series, One.
No,
where
no,
you know-
don't.
See now,
What are you laughing at?
you were trying to get me up. And I'm like,
She
I
looked at me in the
started
eyes and went,
here
"I have to
down
get the
all the way down.
abortion.
I wasn't
If I deliver this
sad about
baby,
New
I'm
York.
gonna die." Yeah, so like Jordan, man, you know, no one's really been as good as Jordan.
Also,
Jordan's a great player.
cool Squirtle. What are you, 8?
That's a Bulbasaur, stupid.
Yeah,
Good.
first
You
of
know
all,
what? I am
motherfucker-
fucking glad I got that wrong because that underscores my point.
Doesn't even know who that is, dude. What a
Oh,
fucking
you
gay
don't,
guy.
dude, it's a starter Pokemon. What the fuck is wrong with you, dude?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
New York is all I think about. I feel like just because that's what you see the most.
This is our community.
Yeah. No, for real. Yeah. Yeah.
But-
it's been and you've lived here your whole life.
I'm a New Yorker, and it's not like
I can
I'm not
tell most New Yorkers are gay guys now, so that actually makes sense.
someone that came to New York to chase a dream. I'm
just
here.
your
I
average New
can't-
Yorker with a T-shirt with a stretched out neck.
Yeah, seriously, my head's so big that my neck's stretched out.
Can't go anywhere.
You could go wherever you want. No one's stopping
No,
you.
I'm getting mobbed everywhere I go. It's crazy.
You can go anywhere.
My mother would kill me.
Man, this is what's left in that city, huh? It's really fucking sad.
It sucks.
You know, we have the beach.
Yeah, it sucks down there, bro.
Pretty women.
Well, we talk. You haven't met my
Your
mother.
Sunday dinner?
You haven't met my mother.
My mother was a Saint Leonard.
He no. When he talks about his mom, he turned to Harvey Firestein.
Yeah, my mother.
I gotta call my mother.
Oh, we used to.
No, we just talked about that.
We just
really?
how we want to
be
bring it
doing
back.
more, yeah.
Oh, that's it. If you have a Sunday dinner, let me know.
You would come out?
I will come. I will come.
Oh, I
not
just-
Staten Island.
No,
Here,
no,
here.
please, I would never disrespect you like that. No, yeah, I think about like how I grew up with that Sunday dinner, sitting with the family.
Yeah, with your
eating
family.
Yeah.
So you gotta go get a family.
Yeah.
stuff like that. And because I mean, both him and I work 7 days a week.
7 days.
Hold on. Doing what? What do you do?
Can I guess?
Yeah.
What do you think?
No idea. What do you think? What do you think they do 7 days a week?
Dropping off food, probably.
Uber? Let's see.
A week, really?
Well, not just
Yeah.
on this, obviously.
Right,
we
right,
work
right.
on other stuff, but I have a work 7 days a week.
Okay.
That's where
What other stuff are you working on?
Working on stuff.
DoorDash?
Projects.
I'm at financially. Man. Sign up for the Patreon.
Yes, please.
Guys,
That awful
can you do
laugh.
me a favor? Tell me how many patrons they have.
Oof, please.
Please.
Sign up for the Patreon,
What's
guys.
this called? Fat about basketball?
Fat about basketball.
Why did you say fat about?
It's called Fat About Basketball. Yeah, it's called Fat About Basketball. That's the one. Well, that's going to be the name of it forever now.
Fat About
We have to watch
Nothing.
Fat About Basketball.
$10. They have 100. Wait, how do I see?
How many
Oh, it
patrons?
doesn't. They don't have it.
They
You
don't
can't
show
see
their
it.
number.
they don't show their
Oh,
numbers?
that's gay. See, we put our numbers out there.
Why?
I mean, honestly, if you're not going to put out, I understand if you don't want to put out the exact amount of money,
Yeah.
but you should at least show us how many you got, right?
I'll tell you what, Fat About Basketball.
They're charging 10 a month for this shit, huh?
Yeah, 10 a month. We're charging 7. Are we stupid?
Yes.
Fuck. I don't want to have to change locals again. That was a whole kerfuffle.
Yeah, no, that was a nightmare.
But we have currently.
Maybe we just rip off. Hear me out on this. We charge 7 on on our locals because we're lazy.
We
switch
rip
to
off to take
What we do
patrons.
is we switch Patreon. We increase that by $6. We get the 3 off the patrons that were too lazy to get
We
off the
rip 'em
locals.
off.
Yeah.
We rip them off. That sounds great. We have 4,522 locals members, but the ones that pay, we have 1,863. Then on Patreon, we have 385 total, 219 paid. Just about a couple thousand.
That's all
thousand
right. About
people.
2,000 plus. How
Yeah,
are you guys
that's not
doing?
bad.
What are you guys doing over
What are
there?
you at?
Support your local
and they
artists.
do. They really do.
They do. They're
It's-
great.
They're great.
Well, then sign up for ours. Sign up for the Good Liars. then.
But we and so I had.
Are we
like,
beefing with Good
last
Liars
episode I
too?
We're beefing with Good Liars too. We're beefing with them too. Fuck them also.
had an evening off and I just made myself dinner and I'm
I
like,
think the Good Liars probably have more patrons than we do. That I know.
we need this a staple in our life to have.
Yes.
Growing up, I was able to have that once a
Italian?
week. Sit with my family and talk and enjoy each other and celebrate food and each other together.
Celebrating food is something that you should stop doing, you fatso.
Yes.
Growing up, I was able to have that once a week. Sit with my family and talk.
Because first of all, he called it intellectually jousting. I think that like LeBron, like what exists around LeBron exists in our world.
It's fat about basketball, bro. It's fat about basketball.
The show actually kind of rules.
Yeah, fat about basketball, guys.
Fat about basketball,
shit.
baby.
Guys, Crumble Gone Wild says, let's not forget she was Russell Brand's cum dumpster. Talking about Katy Perry. King of all pixels, people ripped on Terrence Howard, but he at least understood what he was trying to do. Katie's going to get a call from that ass Neil deGrasse Tyson. Sweaty Zeus says, I can't understand for the life of me the slopper's desire to walk around Disney all day food sick. Sounds like torture, especially when it gets hotter. On the John says, my man's wife's boyfriend comes. My man's wife's boyfriend's cum town sucks. I don't. Guys, thank you for listening. We do appreciate it.
Farewell to you all.
Are you doing Nightwave?
Yeah, Nightwave tonight at 10 p.m. Let's go.
Virgie, you streaming?
I don't know, maybe.
Tessa, you next?
Yes.
Daywave tomorrow at 10 a.m. on monetized YouTube Daywave channel. And on
Hell
Rumble.
yeah.
Okay, guys, right here. Bye. Tomorrow's is Locals and Patreon episode. Don't forget. Weed6.com. Promo code RTC gets you 50% off.